Hello everyone, this is Ninja Girl Second One here, and as most of you know, yesterday, Kingdom Hearts Key, not Unchained Key, Kingdom Hearts Key, the browser version of the game, had its grand finale. And what a finale it was! It was quite interesting. And thank you to Kingdom Hearts Insider for translating the cutscenes, because obviously I cannot read Japanese. Most of us over here cannot. So I'm grateful they did that for us so we could see what was going on. I did watch the cutscenes unsubbed yesterday morning, but I had no clue what anyone was saying, so thank you for translating them. Anyways, but yeah, it was quite interesting. It starts off with a little confrontation with the Dark Kirithi, or Chirithi, whatever, however you want to pronounce his name, our little Dream Eater friend. And we learn that the Dark Dream Eater is basically the nightmare version of ours. It came from our darkness, or our Kirithi's darkness. I wasn't too sure, but yeah, basically. And we also learned that guilting, which is a game feature, of course, in Kingdom Hearts Key and Unchained Key with the medals, apparently guilting uses the power of darkness. So we haven't just been collecting lux or light, now have we? Quite interesting. So we've been collecting both all this time and had no idea. But yeah, after that the Kirithi transforms into a giant nightmare monster, something like you would see from Dream Drop Distance. And yeah, the Dark Kirithi does also mention that he is a nightmare and our Kirithi is a spirit, which we knew that already from Dream Drop Distance, but nice little recap. But yeah, after that is when things go haywire. Ava is still talking, of course, to Luxu, who is the sixth, I guess the best way to consider him is a honorary foreteller, because he was not officially named one, but he was going to be, I guess, or something, just wasn't named one. But yeah, he basically is someone to be considered the sixth foreteller. But yeah, he and Ava are talking, and by the way, Luxu is the one with Master Xehanort's Keyblade. Very curious. So I'm guessing he got it from him later on, so he might turn out to be, but this is just my guess, he probably is the master of young Ericus and Xehanort. But we will see once Kingdom Hearts 3 is released. But for now, yeah, they were talking, and basically what Luxu tells Ava is that this whole thing with the test, the last page just basically, well, some of it basically just says that they will not, the foretellers will not allow the distrust, and they will end up fighting and everything. And well, guess what happens? Exactly that. Ava, of course, doesn't want to believe that the Master of Masters actually wanted this to happen and wanted to test them that way, and she goes against Luxu and they clash Keyblades, and that strikes the toll of the bell tower. You could consider that the bell of signifying war, basically, the drums of war, if you will. And yeah, just that's when everything goes really, really bad, one might say. But the next cutscene, we see everybody at the Keyblade Graveyard. They are battling. They are just, everybody is going at it. The war is in full force. It's crazy. But yeah, Ephemera and Scold are not there, but I'll get to them later. But just everybody is fighting, and then during this battle, you're trying not to fight, but you're just, your character, your avatar, is thinking how horrible this is, how we're fighting against people who were once friends, fellow wielders, and that's true, it's horrible. but no stopping it now. But, yeah, basically throughout the battle at the Keyblade Graveyard, we are confronted by each of the foretellers. Well, you're confronted by 4 out of the 5. It depends on who you chose as your union, which I chose Ava. Glad I did. So, when we finally do get to that, in the English version of Unchained Key, that's not going to be for a while, but, yeah, I won't be fighting her, but I will be soon enough, because of where I'm at in the game. But, anyway, yeah, you fight each of the foretellers, they each say something to you, and, the Leopardus, I think he is foreteller, maybe I'm wrong, said, he is a real piece of work. He flat out tells, who is the... I do not know the foretellers' names, and I forget the names of the unions. Is it Leopardus, or... I think the name is Isis, I think. But I'm probably wrong. Forgive me there. But, yeah. He confronts him to save us, and instead says, I'm going to rebuild this world in my image, and I will be its king. Wow. Terra may have been a screw-up, but he never took things that far. For people who are fans of the, reincarnation theory, which I don't think that's the case here. But, yeah. Terra didn't screw up that badly. Well, he did, but he did not act as pompous, is what I should say. But, yeah, just... You fight each of the foretellers, except for the one that you're part of the union of. And, that's basically it. But as it's all happening, you see everyone's Keyblade falling in the land of the Keyblade Graveyard. And you know the big X in Birth by Sleep that you see, where that is in the center? Yeah, that's basically what you get shown here. And how it happens, really. All the Keyblades falling into the ground, hearts flowing all around you. Your character is devastated, no idea what to do, can't stop it. It's awful, but yeah, by the end, your character is the last one standing. But then the great light of Kingdom Hearts shines upon our little avatar character at the very end. And then somebody comes along and our character goes, oh, a goddess. It's not, though. And Kiriti is also with your avatar at this point as well. And it turns out it's Skull coming to comfort you, telling you it's going to be okay. And then Ephemera arrives as well, and our character says, you're late. Because we were supposed to go, I guess, with him where all the other dandelions were going. But, yeah. And he says some familiar words. Don't know if it means anything or not. But he says, we'll go together. Now, that is the exact same words that Sora said to Riku at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, of course. Don't know if it exactly means anything at all, but it is something to take note of. Somebody else we know has said that before. But, yeah, that's basically where it ends. You take Ephemera's hand and fade to black, I guess, credits begin. And just, wow. There are still a lot of mysteries yet to be solved that probably that cover is going to go ahead and cover on 2.8, most likely, hopefully. I bet it's going to be amazing. I can't imagine how cool the final battle at the Keyblade War is going to look. It's going to look... But, yeah. That's where it ends, though. The credits start, and that's all. There is still more content coming, though. There's a special episode that's coming up on the Is it the 29th? Yes, I believe so. And then service will end on the 1st. So if you haven't finished Unchained Key on the browser, or no, not Unchained Key, Kingdom Hearts Key, the browser version yet, get on it because service is stopping September 1st. So you guys know that. But, yeah. That was a very interesting finale, and you know what? It reminded me a lot of the ending of Birth by Sleep, naturally. And that's a good thing, because I liked the ending of Birth by Sleep. I thought it was freaking epic. And tragic, just like this was at the end of it all. But, it was really, really good. I enjoyed watching it. I actually had not ever before watched the sub cutscene. I figured I'd just play it through on Unchained Key on my phone. But, yeah, for this, I had to watch it. I was so curious. I wanted to know how it was going to end. And that kind of spoils it for me, but I don't care. I'm still going to play Unchained Key. I'm at, what is it, mission 410 or so. So, but, yeah, just interesting finale. There's still the special episode to come before service ends, so we'll see what happens there. Not sure what that's going to contain exactly, but yeah, it's probably going to be interesting as well. But one thing you probably might wonder is the actual key blade that Master Xehanort is after didn't appear. And that I'm not exactly sure why it wasn't answered, but it could just be from our character's perspective they didn't see that, but we do see the light from Kingdom Hearts shining down upon us, so clearly Kingdom Hearts itself appears. But other than that, the Keyblade that Xehanort's after didn't appear. Maybe we'll see why, or maybe it will appear in the movie on 2.8, we'll see, because that's going to be from the foreteller's perspective. We'll see. We don't know yet. But, yeah, that cover is looking to be more and more interesting. It really is, because Kingdom Hearts Key has been interesting on its own. Somewhat. Repetitive, I admit. But, very interesting in its own right. So, I'm definitely looking forward to that cover. I really am. It's going to be good. Who knows what's going to happen? What extra stuff we're going to see that Kingdom Hearts Key did not have. It's going to be good. So don't skip back cover. Just don't. It's going to be good. And there's going to be information in there. As well as, of course, 0.2. But, yeah. But other than that, I think that's all I have to say on the finale for Kingdom Hearts Key. It was interesting. I don't know if what Ephemera said has any meaning to it. Probably not. It happens to be the same sentence. That's probably it. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But until the next bit of Kingdom Hearts news or whatever happens, which probably won't be till winter, December. That's when we know we're getting news officially. But yeah, until the next piece of Kingdom Hearts information or news, I'll see you guys later.